Now, trial by jury is one of Britain's greatest inventions, and now this government is trying to rip it up. Let's be clear, we invented it. It's written to the Magna Carta. No free man shall be imprisoned except by the lawful judgment of his equals. For centuries, the British state has been kept in check by ordinary citizens, 12 people in a jury box. This reform wants to end that. It wants to shift power from the public to the state. Where have we seen this before? The introduction of digital ID. It wants to shift power from people to judges, from communities to officials. Now, this is authoritarianism creeping, quiet, procedural, done under the cover of backlogs. And it was the same with digital ID. They want to bring it in under the cover of safety. Now, we know if you give up your freedoms for safety, you will invariably end up with none. In this case, they blame the backlog. But let's be clear, they caused the backlog. It wasn't an accident. It's the result of decades of underfunded courts, closed courtrooms, COVID pauses, and most importantly, the explosion of either way offences.
There's nothing more important than keeping your money and your identity safe online. And with so many VPN options available, choosing the right one can be pretty daunting. But this video's sponsor, ExpressVPN, is making the choice easier for GB News viewers. ExpressVPN is offering up to 73% off, plus 4 extra months free. That's top-level security from just £2.49 a month, and you're covered by their 30-day money-back guarantee. So just click the link in this video's description or scan the QR code now. Remember, when you're online, you are often sharing personal data, so hackers can steal your information, your passwords, your photos, and your bank details in just seconds. But ExpressVPN encrypts your connection, making it virtually impossible for hackers to access your personal information. So why choose ExpressVPN? Well, it couldn't be easier to use. With just one click, you are protected. And ExpressVPN uses military-grade AES 256 encryption, which is the same standard trusted by the US government to guard their classified information. With their new tiered plans, you can protect up to 14 devices at once and manage passwords securely. Live chat support is available 24/7, and it typically connects you in under a minute with a real person. Click the link in this video's description or scan the QR code to get up to 73% off ExpressVPN plus 4 extra months free. Start protecting yourself today with ExpressVPN.
Either way offences are offences that can either be tried in the magistrates, which is quite quick and efficient, or, if the defendant chooses, can be sent up to the Crown Court. These used to be serious cases, but as of 2025, Crown Court backlog is at nearly 80,000 open cases, heading for 100,000. Some trials, believe it or not, are listed for 2029. That's not a functioning justice system. It's a gridlock. And here's the truth that nobody in government will say, is that successive governments have turned far too many low-level matters, either way matters, into jury-eligible cases. There has been an explosion over the last 15 to 20 years of the category of either way offences. For example, racially aggravated harassment, racially aggravated criminal damage, racially aggravated assault, or racially aggravated public order. And that also applies to religiously aggravated as well. And the way that that happens is that if you push someone, that is battery. And that is a summary offence tried in the magistrates because it's low level. But if you push that person and say something racially aggravated, religiously aggravated, or anything to do with their sexual preference, then that becomes an either way offence. And there has been an explosion of this. And invariably what criminals do is they're given a choice whether they want it tried in the magistrates or they want it tried in the Crown Court. And they do choose the Crown Court because they know there's about 3 to 4 year delay. And in that time, evidence is lost, witnesses give up or pull out, and the CPS has to withdraw the charges. All of which of these were simple summary matters. Shoplifting above £200, a fray, some stalking, a whole tier of low-level fraud, and criminal damage up to 5,000 or 10,000 depending on the charge. It is these that are now clogging up the Crown Court. And it's not because the public demanded it, but because Parliament kept inflating maximum sentences for political and ideological reasons. Defendants nearly always elect jury trial when the wait time gives them leverage, especially if they're an asylum seeker or an illegal migrant who is subject to deportation matters. Because if you have outstanding criminal matters in this country, any deportation orders are stayed. And they know that juries are backed up for years. Their defense lawyers know it. A Crown Court trial might take 3 to 4 years. Witnesses, as we said before, will forget, fail to attend or withdraw. Now, cases collapse because the system can't cope. So they game the system for the delay. And listen, this isn't the defendant's cunning that wins. It's a system that invites abuse because actually the system's broken. And guess who created that system? The government. And now they're blaming the public's right to juries instead of fixing it. Removing jury trials doesn't fix the problem. It merely hides it. They are removing the public, it feels, from justice altogether. You'll no longer have justice in this country. You'll have administration. A system where speed matters more than fairness, where the accused faces the state and not his peers, where the community, the jury, is cut out. Now, this is how authoritarian governments behave, not democratic ones.